name and occupation in depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome back.
Today is January 18th, 2022. In-depth podcast. What?
Oh, yeah.
Today's actually really exciting because we have a special guest, and Olivia is from France and south of France, actually. And we're going to have her later on today. So you hang out, stick around, check it out. And what else have we got going on today? Chef Francesco is live again. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. So
what are
today
you up
I'm
to
going to make.
today? What are you cooking today, Frank?
So today I'm doing the Normandy style French onion soup. Has a little bit of different style. Yeah, Normandy. So there's a lot of history there, and then it kind of has a little twist and a few different recipe than just normal stuff. And it's delicious and it's great. So keep on, and then we'll show you in the food segment the recipe and all the styles. So you'll see me cooking. I'll just give you a quick glance quickly, guys.
Please.
So
What's going on over there?
I already started cooking because there's a lot of procedures. So I got already the onions here with some spices. And then this is the stock with some flour and butter, but I will explain that whole recipe later.
Looks amazing.
Stay tuned.
I'm hungry now.
Stay tuned. More to come. Awesome. The first moon of 2022, known as the Wolf Moon, setting behind Stonehenge.
Zulu time. That's why I always put 11 p.m. Zulu time, is because Zulu time is actually the same time as Stonehenge.
The show today is about France. Actually, I have been to France twice in my life. In fact, the first time was in 2000 when we went to visit you, Andre. We went to the Netherlands, and then we took a bus trip to Paris.
It was amazing.
And then to Versailles. And the second time was with Francesco in 2007. And I had a 9-month-old Venice with us. Yeah. The first time I went to Paris, I fell in love with it. I was
same here.
Enchanted with it.
It's magical.
I couldn't believe this place existed. I couldn't believe this place was real.
There's an energy with some of these cities.
There is such an energy.
It's like Amsterdam, same thing, or London, or
Montreal. And
got that buzz, energy.
I wasn't too into Paris at the beginning because I had heard, Paris is dirty and people are rude and all this.
Well, that's us.
You know what? I didn't find it dirty.
You were with Frenchmen, so you were good.
I was with Frenchmen, and they actually appreciated my French. Yeah. Like I spoke French in Paris, and they spoke French back to me, and they were super nice to me. Yeah. This is obviously the Eiffel Tower.
Man.
It was so breathtaking.
20 years ago. 21 years. 22 years ago, almost.
22 years ago, almost to the day. We went to the cemetery where Jim Morrison was buried. The Arc de Triomphe, super famous.
So huge, eh? It's so big.
When you're there in person, it
looks bigger.
The vastness of it all is overwhelming.
Yeah.
It really.
Beautiful.
And then this is the Sacré-Cœur, which is.
Oh, I forget that we went there.
We never went to this one when we went together, but I went with Francesco, and there's like I don't know, 1,000 steps, tons of steps to go up, and the view from the top is spectacular. So like that one I didn't go with you. Yeah, like the sunset for that night, and like
Magic.
Just the vibe of us all walking through the grounds of the Louvre. talking about the Louvre, it doesn't only hold the Mona Lisa.
No.
It's in permanent display there. It's also the largest museum in the world with an area size of 782,910 square feet. That's quite the
Whoa.
mouthful. It opened in 1793. It was the home of French kings until Louis the
Yeah.
14th
Then they
moved
chopped
to
his
the
head there.
Palace of Versailles.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Daisy, could you answer this question? How come they have the Mona Lisa?
It's not a fun fact. It's a general thought. Is that the Mona Lisa
It's
is
a
an
general
important part of Italian heritage and it was stolen by France.
Can I share
And
something quick?
yeah, of course.
Okay, it's Jack Black playing Drunk History of the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
This painting, La Gioconda, the Mona Lisa, was stolen from Italy and actually gave this painting to the King of France as a gift. So you
What?
really don't have a leg to stand on.
You
Right
have
on.
Paris almost in the center, and Versailles is about an hour and a half this way. This is the spiral staircase that was built in 1516, and it's located in Chateau de la Rochefoucauld in France, and it was designed by Leonardo da Vinci. Like, come on. Look at how spectacular this is. I just want to go hang out there and maybe read a book. I found my cherubs that I loved and I took a picture. And aren't they just spectacular?
Yeah.
Like, how perfect are
Beautiful.
these guys?
So cool.
And this is me in Versailles.
Love it.
And this is like a fountain that's the center of the courtyard. And look at this.
Right?
Who's this guy?
That guy.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
I've seen most of France, man. It's gorgeous.
You know
Did
what
you
I
go to
haven't
Disney?
seen is the
No, except
East
Disney.
Coast. I've
I didn't
never
go to-
been to the East Coast. Go.
What you got?
Go for it, bud.
No, but listen, a country like France has so much, right? Like, so much. It's right up there. You know, it's very endearing for me. First of all, my mom's heritage comes from Vallée de la Loire.
Like, that's Paris, and Vallée de la Loire is just a little bit south
the
of here.
story right now, but there's this festival that I want to tell everybody about, but we'll get it eventually. It's in like middle of nowhere, Provence, in the mountains, and it's all little villages and all these marketplaces. It's like amazing.
Probably that's why it's the most visited country in the world too, France, right?
Right, eh?
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, tourism is huge, for sure. That's why see that my friends have a bed and breakfast here. Well, not a bed and breakfast. They have a hotel, a lot
No
of rooms.
way.
I want to take you guys there one day.
I want to
pretty
go.
It's like an old ancient Roman village that was like built like during the first highway that went from Italy to Rome to Barcelona, and it's like built on that road. It's fantastic. It's like going back in time.
Thank you for watching Name and Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
Lasciati baciare, qualche passo indietro poi ti devi avvicinare. Lasciati baciare con le teste. Io questa sera con la scusa di ballare ti potrò baciare, qualche passo indietro poi mi devo avvicinare. Ti potrò baciare con le teste.
I think it was 60s where this took place, and I felt like, am I failing as a wife? Should I be doing these sorts of things for my husband's birthday? You guys let me know when I come
Of
back.
course.
Okay?
Always.
Of course.
Zou bisou bisou.
Nice.
Zou bisou. Zou bisou bisou. Zou bisou. Zou bisou. Mon Dieu qu'ils sont doux.
Oh yeah. She's from
Sounds good.
Montreal, eh? She's from Montreal, that actress.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Daisy will know that. Fun fact, she will know.
Zou bisou. Zou bisou. Le bruit des bisous. Dans les buissons sous le
Oh.
ciel du mois d'août, les amoureux.
I think I'd be a little embarrassed if my wife did that in front of my friends, though.
Yeah, me too. Let's do it private. No, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Right.
Minus the bag.
Thank you for watching Name an Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
And we have Chef Francesco in the house. Take it away, babe.
I'm making the Normandy French onion stew. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same basic, but it just has a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more taste to it. But I will show you quickly. So it's, as you saw, I was doing some cooking. Now I'm at the final stage. So I have all the onions in the soup. And look at this. I'm just going to untie it here for you guys. Look at that, the special spices that you put. Whoops, with the string.
What is
So
that?
it gives it flavor and it keeps it separate. So I started with the whole recipe is really good. So in one pot, you have 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You finely chop some onions, about 3 medium-sized onions. You make it nice and moist. And then you put 1 cup to a little bit more, I like a little bit more, of dry hard cider. So a lot of French onion soup, they use wine. The Normandy style, they use the hard cider. And in the string, like you saw, so you string up some with the cooking string. So you're gonna put some curled parsley. So I'm having issue with the, some curled parsley, some bay leaf, some fresh bay leaf, some rosemary, and some thyme. So you curl it up into like a little nest. You string it with the cooking string, and then you put it there. Yeah, and then you let it simmer, and then it brings down, it reduces the alcohol, and then you shut it down. And then at the same time, you start another pot. So it's a little bit messy. You get 2 pots, but it's only 2 pots, not too much. And then you have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So you got more butter, the better it is. You got about a cup of all-purpose flour. You make it, you know, mix it, blend it, make it good. You add 3 cups of chicken stock. You mix it, let it bring up almost to a boil, so make it nice and simmer, and then you turn it down, and then you add all the ingredients together. You let it simmer about 15, 20 minutes, and then what you do, you put it in your little French onion soup bowls. Now, this is what I must do, so of course I will show you. So you got your little bowl here. You're gonna top it up, fill it up with this beautiful French onion soup with the broth, the onions. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up there. Now I'm gonna change the camera angle. I need a videographer, guys. So if anybody's in Ottawa, a videographer. So I got my French onion soup.
You gotta train one of
So
your
I got
kids,
some-
man.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I got some. That's what I should do, right? I got my my baguette, which was not invented in France. It was invented, I don't know from where, but I know it's not invented in France. So, but baguettes in France is delicious. So, toast it, cut very nice and thin. You toast it up, put it in there. you put a little bit of heavy cream. Sorry, I'll just go like this.
No, it's good.
A little bit of heavy cream.
It's fine.
Yeah,
man.
that's good. You guys see me? I don't see
Yeah,
myself. So,
it's perfect.
Yeah.
so I got some heavy cream. You're just gonna put a little bit of heavy cream, about a tablespoon, and then you're gonna put. Talking about 1,500 different types of cheese. The Normandy like to use the Gruyere
But no curds.
cheese. No curds, no. So they like to use the Gruyere cheese, which is very nice. So you're just gonna, I'm not shy with cheese. I love cheese.
Right.
Don't be shy, because I'll be eating that later.
I know you will.
I'm hungry, man.
And then you look at that. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna grab one that's already done, guys.
Oh, you son of a gun. You lucky dogs.
Look at that.
Oh,
You lucky
Look at
dogs,
that.
you.
Good.
So it's nice and boiling. Now,
Jesus.
it is very hot, so you do have to be careful. But the French onion soup, I would say let it sit for about 10 minutes before you start taking little spoonsful. But it is French onion soup. You got to take your time and enjoy. And love the flavors. It's great. Let me bring that down for you guys. So this is the Normandy type style.
Wowzers.
Look
Beautiful.
at that.
beautiful.
Wowzers. It's pretty cool.
So the
Well
recipe is posted
done.
on Twitter. We will share it also, and you guys can try it out. And I could try to do a taste test. It might be a little bit hot, but I'll do that. Daisy's got the list, and while I get a nice spoon.
So if you want the recipe, it's there.
3 easy installments.
3 easy installments, like and subscribe.
So you can take a load of bread.
Oh,
It's
that
gonna
looks
be
great.
very hot.
You
Looks
know what,
awesome,
babe?
man.
That looks amazing. Amazing.
Cool.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You guys
About it.
continue with the podcast.
Let's go. Fun facts. Confirmed. Right here.
Right,
Live on the show.
right. France is also the place that gave us Auguste Escoffier, who is highly regarded as the first great chef, right? Like we're talking
Auguste Escoffier.
1846. Yeah, Auguste Escoffier, right? You know, and he was the pioneer for French cuisine, right? Definitely the pioneer. Definitely. And so many of his techniques are still being used today, like stocks and roasting bones and whatever, right? Like even some of the sauces, some of these soups.
Ça va?
The kids attack their food like hungry trenchermen, wiping out 3 servings in the time it takes me to eat 1. I guess they like it.
It's good.
Delicious.
Yeah, this is good.
I tell you, I don't think my chef in New York will do better.
I love they cook with wine, too. You're going to jail for that in the States.
Exactly, I'm making the sauce.
These kids eat fast. Look how fast this
Right.
kid eats. Turn your head, they'll eat your soup right out of your plate. My school lunchroom, you pushed up your tray just like in prison. Stop.
Here.
Move it along. Stop.
Yeah, here
Move it along.
they come to you and serve you. Most important thing, and that we see here, is the love Mary gives to the food she makes and to the kids she serves. I think it has a lot to do with the reaction they have to food.
Dessert is
That's cool.
homemade fromage blanc, farmer cheese, with chocolate and orange segments.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah, veterinarian. Fireman. Et toi, tu veux quoi? Engineering, machine gun.
He wants to make machine guns.
Engineer in machine gun, yeah.
Okay, keep an eye on that one. All right.
Yep, keep an eye on him. Where is he now? They stopped serving ketchup at the cafeterias in school because ketchup goes with French fries, which is not healthy, and the ketchup is very fattening. So they banned ketchup in cafeterias, and then it's also illegal for them to bring ketchup into school in their lunch boxes. I read that as a fun fact the other day. It was,
Number 2 on my list of fun facts.
Tell
Something
me.
there that is so noble and so wicked that France were the first to do this. And I believe it was 2016, that they made it against the law for grocery stores to throw away good food. So, Days, do you remember this? So at the dispensary, they have mayo
Royale with cheese.
And if you want ketchup, you got to go to the counter and ask for ketchup.
And you pay
Here in North
extra.
America, it's vice versa.
And you pay extra.
Oh, yeah, it's exactly that.
Hashtag true story.
Right.
Remember we had beer at McDonald's?
Good memory.
Or Kronenberg, that's right. Kronenberg, that wine, eh? Like the French sharing their wines. What do we have here?
Merlot.
Kings. Yeah. So we'll talk like les Parisiens, c'est un Merlot. I used to work with this guy from France, right? At Bytown. This guy, he was part of the last generation. He's a little older than me, but he remembers growing up in Paris, or in France, better yet. And his aunt and uncle had a restaurant. And he remembers that this is the old school where locals would bring in a fish that they caught. And then the aunt and uncle would make the specials around that fish that they caught. You know, everything evolved around what people are bringing in. That's it, that's all, right? And it was really, really cool. You don't see that anymore, right? You know, it's the culinary aspects of France are pretty cool.
If you've been to France, chances are you haven't been here. France's second largest city, the oldest city in France. It sits right by the Mediterranean. The food is famously good, yet it's a victim of bad reputation, bad history. Marseille, as it turns out, exactly the kind of place I like.
Ah.
Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, I love, j'adore ça. Oh, yes. Oh, today just got better. Lovely.
That's no joke.
Ah, look at that. That's beautiful. Want some?
My local grocery store, which was the Metro, has a pretty good cheese selection. Pretty piss poor French cheese selection. Gotta say and gotta admit. For a country that produces 1.7 million tons and 1,500 types, they had a piss poor selection. So here's the one, which is a really nice, I can't really describe it, but I will describe it. I can't really properly, but you can see that it's some sort of marbled blue.
Nice.
And it's creamy. And it's creamy. Like it's spreadable. It actually tastes really, really nice.
Like gorgonzola for the Italians, yeah.
Yeah, I got that there. It's pretty solid.
Come on by.
But I'll be honest.
Oh my God.
It's good. It's good. But camemberts are pretty weak in flavor to begin with, right? You know, and I really like flavored cheese. It's but it's good. Don't get me wrong. You know, like for those who like it. And then there's this one. I'm not even sure if this is from France or not. I'm kind of led to believe that it isn't because it's orange, and that's a North American staple, right? But it's an old, what's it called? Fromage vieilli style campagnard, Pacific Rock firm style aged cheese. So the reason why I thought it was French is because it says Sélection Alexis de Portneuf. I think this is a Quebec cheese because everyone knows that North American cheeses have the orange tint. Nowhere else in the world. Nowhere else in the world. So anyways, I tried it. It's okay. It's okay.
Why is that,
you know,
do you think?
That was to get away from the British colonies.
Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh no.
Thank you for watching Name an Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
This is exciting. We're going to have our first guest, Olivia.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her to come on in.
She's from France. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Good, good.
Hey, how's
You?
it going?
Thanks for coming
Good,
on the
you.
show.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? Fun fact, you're our first official guest on the show.
Really, eh? Well,
Yes,
Congratulations.
you are.
thank you.
Yes, it
I'm
was
honored.
super impromptu. Welcome. So why
We
don't you
tried to
tell us a
get
little bit
Grace.
about yourself?
Yeah.
Well, my name is Olivia. I come from France, a small city called Hyères. It's in the southeast, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Italy.
Oh,
There's a lot of palm trees in my city. That's the name is Hyères les Palmiers, which means the palm trees.
So you're
And,
near Nice and
yes.
Cannes.
I'm in between Marseille and Nice, literally halfway.
Nice.
Okay.
Gorgeous place.
oh.
there.
And what brings you here?
At first, there was just bears. And, so I'm,
Bears?
yeah, bears. I'm working in forestry and wildlife management. So you
Okay.
guys in Canada have a lot of bears that we don't in France, obviously.
Mhm.
So
Oh.
I moved here 2017, so about like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, so you've been in Canada for a while now.
Yeah. I just turned 18
Cool.
and I moved to Canada and went to
Good for
school.
you.
And yeah, now I'm working, so not living anymore.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you found some bears, didn't you, Olivia?
I found some bears a lot. Just this summer, I've seen at least a good like 40, 50 bears.
Wow.
What
Were you
kind?
scared? Are they dangerous? Tell us everything.
So in Ontario, you just have black bears, really. So black bears are not really dangerous unless there's a mom with cubs. I've been charged only once, and that's because I didn't see her and the cubs were in the tree.
Yeah, it's usually a surprise, right?
Exactly, but usually if you back off, they just leave you be. They don't want to fight. They're really lazy animals, so they won't fight. So if you just make them understand that you didn't intend to scare them, well, they
And-
just leave you be.
Stay calm too. Right?
Exactly.
So is it to scare them or is it to lie dead? What do you do and what you should
you
not
supposed to
do if you
do?
get with those bears?
So you don't
know?
lie dead. You don't lie dead because they know
They're
they
gonna
can feel your heartbeat. They know you're alive.
They can-
see breathing. They know.
sense the fear.
Exactly. You don't try to scare them because they won't be scared of you. And well, you don't run away because they run faster than you. They climb tree faster than you. They swim faster than you. So you just back away. Don't look at them directly in the eyes because for them that's like a confrontation, an attack. So you just back away slowly and just basically look at their feet. So you can kind of see what they're doing without like looking at them directly. But if you just slowly, one step at a time, just back off, and you'll see they'll calm down. And if ever they attack, just grab a stone or a tree branch or something to defend yourself. We mainly focus on black bears because that's pretty much the only one we can find here. But we still learn about every type of bears. Obviously, the polar bear is the one you want to be careful about. Grizzlies are kind of like big black bears. They will eat more fish, I guess, and meat than black bears that I really almost eat only fruits, especially in the summertime. They will attack a bit more than black bears, but definitely compared to polar bears, that's nothing really.
Right.
Yes.
Polar bears are only carnivores. They only eat like fish and seals and stuff like this. Grizzlies eat fish, but they can eat like rodents and some fruits also. Black bears mostly eat fruits, like blueberries and stuff. That's their favorite food. So they will,
depending on the bear.
yeah, it depends on the bear. Like panda bears, they're still bears, right? But they eat only bamboo, so it's really they're really different.
I love pandas.
I work for a Collège Boréal, which was the school I went to. I'm a research and a biodiversity technologist. So I work in a greenhouse, a fish hatchery. So I work in forestry, agriculture, and fish management.
Okay.
COVID.
Sudbury. I haven't been there in like, God, 25 years.
Yeah, it's
Has
changing.
it changed? Has it changed?
Yes. It's changing all the time.
I heard it's like it was booming because a lot of businesses moved there.
Yes.
Right?
I moved just
They
for a
wanted to make
year.
cheap
I moved,
taxes and
yeah, I moved for a year to Ottawa, and I came back just a year after, and it's crazy. Like each changed so much.
So how different is it from Nice to Sudbury?
Really different. Really, really different. Like
Yeah.
it's cold here. It's like minus, I
Yeah.
think, minus 25 right now.
Yeah.
Here in Nice,
Right.
it's be around 15 probably.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
With palm trees.
yeah, palm trees are, yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
really.
We have the beach right next to my place, and that's just forest and lakes here.
Now there's a big francophone community in Sudbury still, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, it's extremely different. Let's say just at first, when I first moved to Canada, I didn't speak a word of English, but it was easier for me to learn English than talking to like in French to the French people here, because the accent and the words were so
Well,
different. That was basically new language. When you go up north all the time, it's a strong accent.
yes.
So
Yeah, and especially in
Yeah, no doubt.
the East Coast, les Acadiens.
yes, that's
Like even we have a hard time with that, like French people.
Yeah. Yeah,
What, they speak
yeah, we
French?
do.
Do you see similarities?
There is definitely similarities. I would say it would be more like an old French. I would say
Yeah.
like even
Yeah,
like just the
that's what it
name.
is. Yeah.
So there's a lot of here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jean-Jacques and stuff like this that are like 20 years old. While in France, all those people with double names, it's
Yeah.
all like the grandparents and everything.
Mhm.
Here, I would say people are way more interested into being like outside, doing outdoors activities,
Mhm.
while in France is just going out like to the cinema, restaurants, and it's more inside
And
stuff.
beach.
Right, right.
It's the same
Yeah.
here. I'm in Holland, and it's yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, here it's minus 35 and everyone is still outside doing skidoo. Well, in France, you would not see a human being outside. We
It's
would
true.
not do that.
No.
I love like the school bus, the yellow school bus. That's for me, it's like a movie. The yellow
Yeah.
lion on the highway, stuff like this. In my
Yeah.
place, there's no snow ever, so just having a Christmas with snow outside, that's really cool. I like the bilingual side too. Like in Ontario, it's really nice to have people just in the same sentence putting some French and English words. That's really cool. Everything is way bigger. The roads, the trucks, the cars, the food, everything. It's more for everything.
Very true.
We have a lot of turkey, a bit more than
Okay.
pork and stuff like this. Well, it depends on where you are in France too. Like in
Right.
the north of France, they do have like a lot of beef stuff, and while in the south, it's gonna be more fish and chicken,
Right.
like lighter stuff.
Yeah, I got a question. What meals stick out when you were growing up in France? Like, what were the main things there that you would have for supper or lunch or whatever?
Well, I guess for me it's a bit different because I'm vegan, but in my place specifically, we eat like salads. It's so hot, you don't want to eat something that's hot as well. So we
Right,
mainly
right.
eat like cold stuff, like ice cream, smoothies, and all that stuff. Well, here,
Okay.
yeah, here it's more like poutines and heavy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Poutine. Do you like poutine?
Salads,
Do you
eh?
like
Oh, it's
poutine?
really good. Yeah.
It's a good invention.
See?
That's the thing I miss the most from
Hold
Canada.
on here. Hold on. I thought you said you're vegan.
Yeah, I do a vegan one. So I have some.
I'm okay with this.
I do a
I'm okay
vegan
with
cheese.
this.
So you do just vegan gravy. So it's mushroom gravy usually, and
Ah,
there's just
yeah.
like plenty of vegan cheese that you can find. So usually with cashew milk that you do that.
Okay.
And
But what about curds? You can't.
yeah, it's exactly like this. I have some in my fridge. It's just like
Really?
some soy and
Wow.
stuff like this. Yep.
Which
Nuts
one's your
and-
favorite?
Depends on which kind of cheese we're talking about.
Okay.
Like for
Go get the one in the fridge. I want to see that.
yeah, I'll go grab
Well,
those.
because we heard that there was like 1,500 types of cheeses in France. So, yeah, let's see what
Let's
you
see
got
where
going
she's at.
on over there.
Yeah.
So there's the provolone style.
Okay.
Ah, okay, yeah,
This
wow.
one is with coconut oil. I have some vegan feta cheese.
Wow.
Boy. This one I'm pretty sure is also with coconut.
I think you
Cool.
just blew our mind with all these vegan cheese. We're gonna have to do
Right?
that next time for
It's
sure.
it's actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, this one is with soy. It's like Parmesan
It's a
style.
Parmesan.
Yeah, I have like the mozzarella one, and I have
Wow.
the curds.
Like what French meal that you're like, oh man, this is awesome. Anything like stick out besides poutine and
Try-
beaver tail?
Beaver tail is amazing. Oh, that's really good.
My wife, I brought my wife over to Canada one year, and she's like, I'm not having a beaver tail. She was all freaked out. She wouldn't try it.
At first, I thought that was an actual like
Yeah,
beaver
that's
tail,
what-
and we're like, oh, that's so sad to just kill beaver and just grab his tail to do them. That's like confused
Yeah.
at first, but
We're cruel. What surprised you the most about moving to Canada? Like what wasn't in the brochure that shocked you, or compared to France?
Except for the bears.
It's like the bears.
well, I felt like there would be we expect to see a lot of wildlife and snow, but definitely not as much. And there's always like
Yeah.
people saying stuff about people from a certain country, and for Canada, everyone like that's not from here is like, oh well, Canadian people are really friendly. Well, it's actually true. So
It is
sometimes
true.
sometimes you expect that it's gonna be like not really true, but I feel like everything we hear about Canada outside of it feels pretty accurate for most of
That's nice
of
to
it.
hear.
Yeah.
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 No, and
Nice.
Like in Canada, I don't know, it's like everybody's welcome. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
what background, but in Europe, it's like a little not so.
yeah,
But
in
it's-
Europe, I feel like you have more like groups that you have
Yeah.
to fit in. Well, here
Mm.
there's groups of friends that you see them and you're like, wow, why are you even friends? Like they have
The
nothing in
cultures
common.
mix better in North America than in Europe.
Yeah.
I have a
Sorry.
question for Olivia. Like we were talking, I don't know if you're watching, we were talking about different places in Paris, like Versailles and Louvre and everything like that. Have you visited around, and what did you like to visit?
So I have visited Paris 2, 3 times. Honestly, I don't like it really, but it's so like people have such a high expectation of it because it's Paris, like everybody hears about it in movies and everything. I feel like France, other than Paris, is so beautiful, is so worth it, and anywhere you go is totally different. Like down south or like on the west coast, like the Bretagne is really beautiful too. Up north is
Yeah.
really beautiful.
Mhm.
I feel like everyone wants to go to Paris when I go to France.
Yeah.
Avoid Paris and go visit all around, and you'll see some more
The
beautiful
better places.
Absolutely.
Yeah, better places, and it's gonna be way cheaper too.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just
It's
I
like,
feel like yeah, everybody knows enough about Paris. Like, or if you go, just go
Right.
like 1 or 2 days, and that's it. Don't spend like 3 weeks in
And-
Paris. Yeah, people from Paris don't like people from other part of France, but everyone around that's not from Paris doesn't like the Parisians. So it's like a little war.
all three of us on top went to Paris together. We had a blast. They were super nice to us. I don't remember even having it. Like they were back. Well, that was 22 years ago, I suppose.
And you were
Yeah.
Canadian.
And we're Canadian, and we spoke French, but I don't
And
know.
we were
I-
super
still.
friendly.
And yeah,
See, that's just the Canadian part. Everybody likes Canadian. Like we
it's
don't.
true.
Nobody cannot like Canadian people. You see, yeah, the little thingy, the more
On-
south point,
On the
the more
yeah.
south point with the islands,
Okay, that's where you're from. Oh,
that-
I see.
I can see the islands from my bedroom
Yeah.
in my parents' house.
Wow.
Wow.
Like Toulon or just right down
Just
here?
on the right of Toulon. So yeah, down
Down
the
Toulon.
southest point.
That's the border right there,
yeah.
right?
Wow.
Personally, I mean,
For me personally, that would be my place because I like to
Right.
be outside, and there's a lot to do outside.
and the
in this
sea.
place. And
The
the
sea.
ocean, yeah, the sea is nice. There's all
cliffs.
the sharks and fish in there, and you can just go scuba diving when you want, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sold. I'm in.
But unless Canada kicks me out, I would like to stay here.
Really?
But you're always welcome.
Yes.
You're always welcome.
let's
Awesome.
hope with immigration, but that's another.
You'll be all right.
Excellent.
If not, bring a
Wow.
bear to the immigration office, and then they'll make sure that you stay.
Exactly.
Well, who knows? You might meet Mr. Olivia, and you know, the rest is history, right? You never know.
Exactly. Even I have 8 tattoos, and all of them are Canadian. I have a bear, a moose, I have a snowy owl. I get just a maple leaf. All my tattoos
Cool.
basically are Canadian. So I'm just gonna show it to
Amazing.
the immigration office and
And
just look at me. I'm Canadian.
yeah, look at her clothes she's wearing.
Yeah.
Totally Canadian. Yeah.
Seriously, I got a quick exercise for you. City or countryside?
Countryside.
Club or concert?
Concert.
South or North France?
South.
Paris or Nice?
Oh, yes.
Netherlands or Belgium?
Belgium is really nice. They have good chocolate, so Belgium.
Okay. Montreal or Quebec City?
Quebec City.
Canada or the United States?
Canada, definitely.
Okay, this one is like first thing that comes to mind. European Union.
Euro.
UK.
Beer.
Beer.
They drink a lot of beer.
Marseille. Marseille.
Marseille. L'OM is the soccer team. L'OM.
Oh, okay. Macron.
President. President.
Celine Dion.
Good singer.
Hockey.
Cold. Violent.
Yeah. Frogs.
Frogs. Cute.
Snails.
Ew.
Yum.
Music.
Yep.
Music? I don't know. All the time. Just like, yeah.
School.
Nice. Cool.
Your passion.
Passion, bears, music.
Your paradise.
Here.
Awesome. That's it.
Well,
Cool.
thank you so much. This is great.
That's
news.
wicked.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
Thank you so much,
Really?
Olivia. It was
Thank
so
you very,
good
very
having
much.
you.
No problem. Anytime.
You really enlightened us, and thank you for sharing your time with us so much.
My pleasure.
Ik leef niet meer voor jou. En ik denk niet meer aan jou. Soms fiets ik even langs je huis. Om je even te zien. En de vrienden waar we samen altijd kwamen. Wellicht ben je daar misschien. En als die vrienden naar me vragen van hoe gaat het, zeg ik steeds het doet me niets. Als ik later weer alleen ben, snik ik zacht dat ik je mis. Ja, ik hou nog steeds van jou. En ik leef nog steeds voor jou. En ik denk altijd aan jou. Want ik hou nog steeds van jou. En ik leef nog steeds voor jou. En ik denk altijd aan jou.
January 18th, France. So I'm just going to read right from the top, which includes my fun facts that I wrote. Most noble, the most noble literature prizes ever were from France. First country to ban food wasting. known as the Hexagon, and they gave us Auguste Escoffier. This past October, Tampa versus the Bears. The sign for Brady, 10-year-old boy.
Tom Brady makes the list again. Third week in a row.
Right.
Going for another record.
The 10-year-old boy helped with brain cancer, gave him Super Bowl tickets. Bucks are off to the playoffs.
You certainly did.
It's a good thing. Mob mentality. What we were talking about. Regarding the Corona and Djokovic. Would have been the greatest player ever. Then we talked about Truth Social, Donald Trump. The net needs to be regulated. We need a bot. A blonde, blue-eyed bot.
Yeah.
We need somebody to make a bot for us.
That's important.
Right. 2 puppets, Neil and Bob. Normandy style French soup made by Chef Frank. Follow Zulu time. Paris and Milan, dirty ? The Louvre is the most visited and largest museum. The Mona Lisa is there. 1793 it opened. French palace until Louis XIV went to Versailles. That's a cool fact. Napoleon stole Mona Lisa, which is not true. I'm going to scratch that out because it was given by Da Vinci, which I wrote a couple lines down. Jack Black, drunk Jack Black.
Drunk history, man. Love it.
Leo da Vinci gave the Mona Lisa to the King of France. I wrote Jacon equals Mona Lisa, ? We need to look into that. Where Mona Lisa came from. Like, Jacon doesn't sound anything like Mona Lisa.
La Gioconda.
Right.
Spanish.
Jaconda is Italian. Jacon is
Italian.
French.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll look into that.
Auguste Escoffier, 28th of October, 1846 to 12th of Feb, 1935, first grade chef. French Alps has one of the highest roads. France, 1,500 types of cheese, 1.7 million tons per year, 2,500 tons of snail per person, or per year, not per person.
Per year, 500
Per person.
500 pounds per person.
That's a lot.
Awesome.
That's a lot of snails.
All right. Baguette was not invented in France, which surprised
Start a rumor, eh? Why don't we?
And the croissant too. I forgot. The croissant,
Right, the croissant
and the baguette was not in France. Yeah.
I didn't mention it, but they call it bad luck if you put baguettes upside down. It's unlucky to put a baguette upside down on its
Never heard that.
What do we have?
Never
How
heard
do you know
that.
what's the right side up, though? They look the same.
Yeah.
Well, you got the bottom side here.
No,
That's
you
the
got the
top
bottom.
side.
Yeah,
So you
the
gotta
side
make
that it
sure you
cooks
put it on the top side.
Gotcha.
Right?
You can't go this
Sorry.
way.
Not
I'm
a
putting
baker,
anywhere, I'm just
everybody.
showing. So you put it this.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a bad luck.
Thank you.
I don't
Mea
know.
culpa.
All right, so now we're talking about Woody Allen, Midnight in Paris. Picasso, Hemingway, and Fitzgerald all hung out together. Hemingway said, when you start to live outside yourself, it becomes dangerous. I like that. Vanessa Paradis and Johnny Hallyday, French artists, food segment, stop serving ketchup in cafeterias. Second largest city, Marseille, and oldest on the Mediterranean. Then we're talking about Olivia from Hyères, Côte d'Azur, 2 hours from Italy, palm trees between Marseille and Nice, Bears, Forestry, 2017, different yellow school bus, snow, dialogue, everything is bigger, cars, roads, food. Love it. 40 to 50 bears she's seen, charged once, lazy animals. Don't play dead. Don't scare them or don't run. No eye contact. All right.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
There's no bears in France. Polar bears is the largest carnivore. Grizzlies. Biodiversity technology. 3 years of college. Sudbury minus 25. Different French dialogue. Strong accent. Vegan salads. Vegan poutine. Coconut milk. Vegan provolone. Vegan feta. Vegan parm. Beaver tail. Croissant, good. Europe is groups. After show, online show, ask questions. Muhammad Ali, born this day, Louisville, Kentucky, greatest of all time. 12 years old, started because his bike was stolen. 1964, changed his name from Cassius Clay Jr. And that's a wrap, gents, kids.
Wow.
Hell of a show.
That's a wrap, kids.
Bravo. Bravo.
French
Thank
edition.
you, everybody.
Let's
That's
go.
awesome.
And I gotta say, I just read the notes as I write it. Like, there may have been a thought when I wrote groups or whatever, but I'm like, fuck it, it's gone. I'm reading it the way it is. And that's that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little soundbite, eh?
Yeah, we could use that.
Maybe I'll trim it in the promo video.
We could put it in the highlights somewhere.
Trim it up.
Well, it can be its own clip. Put it out there. Put some filters on there. Make you look all psychedelic.
Yeah, right?
Good, man.
Put a little bit.
Nice, man.
That's good.
Awesome, dude.
Shalash. Everybody else.
Very nice.
Like, share, subscribe.